Welcome to our YouTube channel 𝐷𝐿 Challenge. We invite you to dive into a mysterious world where each riddle is a journey through a story that hides clues. The story begins here and now.
In a village nestled between the peaks and the hills, there lived a community bound by a pact of serenity. Despite the storms and earthquakes, the inhabitants always found comfort in the unwavering affection that united them. One day, a great storm threatened to destroy everything they had built. The houses wavered, the trees distanced themselves from their roots, and the inhabitants were plunged into doubt. At the heart of this turmoil, an old sage of the village, known for his benevolence, gathered the villagers. "Stay close, remain stable," he told them. "Our pact of serenity will not waver, even if the heights distance themselves." The sage's words resonated deeply. Despite their fear, the villagers found new strength. They supported each other, offering comfort and assurance. The children, seeing their parents' determination, stopped crying and began helping to reinforce the houses. Days passed, and the storm eventually subsided. The village, though marked by trials, remained standing. The inhabitants realized that their mutual affection and pact of serenity was stronger than any storm. As days went by, the village began to rebuild. The inhabitants, though scarred by the trials, remained united. One evening, around a campfire, the villagers shared stories of courage and faith. The sage, always present, listened attentively. "You know," he said softly, "there are invisible forces that support us even when everything seems lost." The villagers nodded, thinking of the many times they had found the strength to continue despite difficulties. A curious young man asked, "But how do we know these forces are always with us?" The sage smiled and replied, "Sometimes you just have to trust, even when you don't understand everything." The discussions continued, and some villagers spoke of stories of protection and refuge, recalling ancient principles. "Remember," said a woman, "it is said that those who hope find wings to fly above the storms." Others spoke of the strength found in places of safety, where one can take refuge in times of danger. The sage, however, remained silent, observing the stars. He knew that the true strength of the village lay in their unity and mutual affection, but he let others draw their own conclusions. One day, a stranger arrived in the village. He brought news from other lands and stories of courage in the face of adversity. The villagers listened attentively, seeking parallels with their own experiences. The stranger spoke of inner peace found in trust and serenity, even when circumstances seemed desperate. Inspired by these stories, the villagers began to see their own trials in a new light. They understood that, despite appearances, their strength came from something deeper and more enduring than the simple events of daily life. The sage, seeing this transformation, rejoiced silently. He knew that the villagers had found the key to their resilience, an unwavering affection and a pact of serenity that would never waver. Even in the face of the greatest storms, days passed, and life in the village resumed its course. The inhabitants, strong in their new understanding, began to share their experiences with neighboring villages. They told how, despite the storms and earthquakes, they had found the strength to stay united and rebuild. One evening, as the sage and some villagers discussed around a fire, a young man asked, "Sage, how can we be sure that our pact of serenity will never waver?" The sage, with a benevolent smile, replied, "As long as we remain united and support each other, our pact will remain stable." Inspired by these words, the villagers continued to live in harmony, always finding comfort in their mutual affection. They knew that, even if the heights distanced themselves and the peaks wavered, their pact of serenity would remain unshakable. Dear subscribers, which biblical passages taken from the Old Testament do you think are the guiding thread of this story? The book containing the chosen biblical passage is located between the books of Proverbs and Jeremiah.
Dear subscribers, do you have an idea of the answer? Leave your answers in the comments. Don't forget, the first to find the correct answer will win the reward at stake. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. As soon as a winner is crowned, we will publish a special video to celebrate their triumph and reveal the solution to the riddle. So, stay tuned to not miss anything. Don't forget to show your support by liking and commenting on our videos. Subscribe to be among the first to discover our new challenges, and most importantly, share our videos to help our community grow. We look forward to seeing you very soon for more captivating riddles.